EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. You look at the Steeler defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Go, go. Let's go. Take right open. Open.
Now Lawrence to throw. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now Lawrence. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Hampton. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Romeo Doubs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Lawrence. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Red on red.
1st and 10 at the
30 left.
Lawrence will throw. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Steelers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
You look at this Browns defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Lawrence. And Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And the Steelers.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Corum now at 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first down, it's Hampton. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. (7-7) our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Think right. Hey, easy. Ralph.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jaden Higgins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, round 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Football. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Brought down at the 20.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Ready.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
Right, let's go.
A run once more with Hampton. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Omarion Hampton, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, round 7.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Jackson now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From midfield now, here's Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Romeo Doubs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are back within a score.
Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Hey, Ginger.
Again, it's Hampton.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Second and 10.
Think right open. Hey, let's go. Hey, Ginger. Jack, go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Short throw, he's got Kraft. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays in the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Now Jackson. He's got a man that's his fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Two yards to go, second down.
Throwing is Jackson.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Chris Olave.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it first and 10.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
It's a loss of 2.
The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Escapes the defender. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
DC, ready?
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. It's Jackson.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Olave motioning to the left.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Don't worry.
Now it's Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Hey, come on.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Jackson will throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
These are 24. 13, Luke. Look, turn. This is hot. 30 left.
On second and 10, Lawrence.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
They'll take over first and 10.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
No, we changed it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll check this one down to Hampton.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
11.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Go!
Now Lawrence.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 11. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A great return there of 22 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Shakes off the sag.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, Rob, 11, again. Hey, Soko, behind.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself.
He's got it at the 15. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, go!
Up the middle, it's Hampton.
Pushing and finding his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Omarion Hampton,
His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Browns 21.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
and able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Tracy going to get it on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson. That's complete to Dobbs. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Tracy trying the right side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Forward.
Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mike Burton from 6 yards away. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are all tied at 28.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Omarion Hampton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after
after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Jackson now off the bootleg.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll start it out with a run by Hampton.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
On red.
Lawrence. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give them 32 on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On the handoff, it's Hampton.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, Ron! Silva!
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Rip, 23!
Trying to run for it with Hampton.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
For the field goal.
And his kick is indeed good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Yeah, he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now it's Jackson. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
13.
Jackson now. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. Jackson going to keep it. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Hey, run! Son, it's us.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 155 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
It's a 24.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were spurred on by a strong